With Tesla stock going up a massive amount over the past few months, many EV companies have popped out of nowhere claiming that they are the next Tesla, most notably Nikola Motors and Fisker Automotive. These automakers claim to have groundbreaking battery technology that surpasses Tesla's on all scales possible.
But we're also showing our new battery technology that I talked to you, Stuart, about last time. And this time I actually brought it with me, which is solid state battery technology, which this allows you to charge in 1 minute and get more than 700 miles if you want into a vehicle.
So this is cool because all the haters out there are like, oh, you guys don't do anything. These battery modules are absolutely kick-ass. Check this out. This stuff right here, you can see all the copper bus bar collectors.
Most recently, a new EV company named Canoo went IPO through SPAC under the ticker symbol HCAC, and unlike Nikola and Fisker, which have suspiciously groundbreaking technology, this company is just absolutely ridiculous. The CEO is clearly attempting to rip off investors by giving a sense that his company is the quote-unquote next Tesla. In this video, I'm gonna go over how Canoo looks to ride the EV hype and rip investors off. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content like this, and let's get right into it. In 2017, two Faraday Future executives named Stefan and Ulrich created their own company named Evolcity, which was eventually renamed Canoo. At the time, Faraday had just released its FF91, which malfunctioned at its recent event. When demoing the Auto Valet feature on the FF91, the car failed to move.
Thank you. Now, YT, I would like you to send the car onto center stage in the way that you would do it if you arrived home one evening and wanted to send the car to the garage. So using the Auto Valet Park, just press the button and it will find its way to the garage. Whoa. What?
After realizing the failure, Faraday turned off the lights on stage and sent a man in a black suit to drive the car. The automaker claims that the vehicle was driving on its own, when the reality was that a person was driving it.
Dim and see if she'll then become a little more brave.
Right after this deceptive scheme at Faraday Future, Stefan and Ulrich left Faraday to start on a clean slate at Canoo. At a starting valuation of $2.4 billion, Canoo is certainly overvalued to the next level. Similar to Faraday, Canoo has centered its business model over an impractical prototype, which the company likely spent millions of dollars to develop. This vehicle quote-unquote comes in all colors as long as it's black.
The car comes in any color you want as long as it's black.
Canoo attempts to make its business model seem futuristic when the reality is that the idea has been here for decades in rental car companies. I'll let Jay Leno explain it in the following clip.
The idea here, you as a subscription, I just sign up, I pay $300, $400, $500 a month, but that's insurance, that's everything.
Everything.
There's no down payment. I don't owe a big chunk of money at the end of the subscription period. You just, whatever you subscribed it for, that's it. Is that right?
Yeah, right? It's just like you described it. It's all inclusive, no down payment, no commitment.
Now, Canoo's business model may sound impressive at first. You'll be able to rent out a vehicle by paying a rental fee every month with no down payment whatsoever. However, a deeper look reveals many problems with the model. For example, if the vehicle is damaged and there's no down payment, how could Canoo be able to retrieve its money? The short and simple answer is that Canoo won't be able to get back a large portion of its money on damaged vehicles. The people that rent out the vehicles don't have much money, and if they did, they would be better off purchasing an electric vehicle for themselves. As a result, many of those people who damage the vehicle will either hold off on paying the fees or not pay at all. This is a recipe for disaster and bankruptcy. Another vaporware statement that Canoo makes is its autonomous driving technology, as the company claims that its autopilot software is already at level 2.5, which to put into perspective is a higher level than Tesla's.
Now, is it autonomous as well?
It does have autonomous features, that's for sure. We call it something like a level 2.5 out of the 5 number ranking system.
This is a statement that is beyond ridiculous, as the company has only produced 35 vehicles that have no LiDAR technology. With such a small dataset and no advanced technology to effectively operate in the real world, Canoo gives off a sense that it's the next Faraday future.
So using the auto valet park, just press the button and it will find its way to the garage.
Whoa.
Similar to Trevor Milton from Nikola Motors, Canoo doesn't even have a location chosen for its factory, but is afraid to admit it on live television. When asked about where Canoo's vehicle will be produced on CNBC, the CEO dodged the question, which comes off as extremely skeptical. Pay close attention to how the CEO doesn't answer the interviewer's question of where are you going to build the vehicle.
You're planning to roll out that vehicle that's behind you, which is also called Canoo. You're planning to roll that out on a subscription model basis by 2022. First of all, where are you going to build it?
Exactly.
And second of all, do you really believe that there is a market out there, especially in urban markets, for this subscription model when it comes to EVs like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are rolling out the vehicle at the beginning of 2022, to be precise, in Q2 2022. And there is a huge market for a vehicle at our size. Our vehicle is actually sitting on a unique architecture, and it has a huge interior space.
With its sketchy business model and vaporware claims, Canoo may seem like a joke to many of you. After all, who would even buy the stock? One YouTuber named Angel Investor has invested into the company for quite a strange reason.
In this video, we're going to be talking about Canoo, HCAC. I just bought some of the stock. Why? Because it was sitting at $10.49. That is my only reason why I bought it. If we look from a charting perspective, the worst case scenario, this stock goes all the way down to $9.75. I would lose, I mean, it could go below that. Obviously, anything's possible in the markets, but I don't think so. I think the worst case scenario it'll go to is $9.75. Huh? It's sitting at $10, $10.49. I bought a little bit of shares. Why? Because I don't think it can go any lower. I think the only option for the stock is to go up. So I bought some. Is it a good company, good investment? I really don't know. I haven't done too much research. I bought some because I just thought that this is the bottom, and it could get a little bit worse. Yeah, I could see another 75 cents dip, but I'll just buy a little bit more if that's the scenario. I'll buy more if that's the scenario. Eventually it's gonna have to go back up. At least I hope. I don't know.
It seems to be that Canoo is attempting to lure in investors who haven't done much research on the company. I wouldn't exactly call it a fraud, as there aren't any suspiciously groundbreaking claims made. However, Canoo's executives certainly know that they're taking advantage of the EV bubble after seeing Nikola Motors and many other EV companies go parabolic. For those of you watching, let me ask you a question. If you're looking for the next Tesla, why don't you just invest in Tesla? It's right in front of you and has much more potential over the long term. Let me know what you think about Canoo in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.